There you go. We on there.
There it is. What other people? Some people coming.
That's what's up, man. Let me tune in. We on. What's up? What's up, people? What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all know what it is. It's the Sunday edition. It's the Sunday edition.
Praise
Live.
God.
Live. The BlackbRound table. We black again. We back at it. What's up, people? How y'all doing? You know, I'm doing a special Sunday Thanksgiving special. It's a Sunday Thanksgiving special, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up to the people? Where my people at? You know, I know a lot of y'all was out there enjoying your Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all was enjoying your families. You know what I'm saying? I tell everybody, you know, enjoy your family while they're here. You know what I'm saying? You never know when that time may come. You know what I'm saying? You never know when it might, you know, be the last time. So enjoy your family. You know what I'm saying? Show them love while you can. Show them love. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to kick in. Well, I you know, tonight, man, I ain't really had like that special. What's up, DP? How you doing, sister? How you doing? Glad to see you, sister. Glad to see you. You know what I'm saying? I remember last time you were tripping out with us, you know what I'm saying? Glad to see you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, we ain't got no. I don't think I prepared no special show tonight. You know what I'm saying? I know people was with their holiday. My thing, I got a question to everybody, man. If you woke, if you conscious, should you celebrate holidays? That's the question. That's the first question I want to pose tonight. If you conscious and you woke and you one of these people that's on another level with intelligence, should you partake in the holiday festivities? Are you considered pagan? What's up, Miss Steve Penn? How you doing, sister? You know what I'm saying? I want to know if you partake in holiday festivities, or would you be considered a pagan? Are you pagan?
Yeah. You's a pagan, and you sold out all your consciousness.
The sister said no. Okay then. What did the sister say? Good evening. Can't believe you're live on Sunday, sir. I was waiting on Friday. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on, sir. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't able to get here Friday and Saturday. So I know something. We gonna get on there. What's up? What's up, Miss Drina? How you doing, ma'am? How you doing? Hey, my question to y'all, why y'all in here? If you woke, you know what I'm saying? If you conscious, you on another level, you know what I'm saying? You on that level, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Should you? The sister said yes. Okay then. What's up, Vic?
Yeah.
The sister, I don't know, man. If you on another level for your consciousness, should you partake in any so-called holidays, or are you considered pagan if you partake in, you know, let's say happy birthday? You know what I'm saying? Let's say you tell somebody happy birthday. You know, if you super woke and you conscious, does that take away from your consciousness? You know what I'm saying? Are you a pagan if you say happy birthday?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You think so, brother?
Yes, I do. You celebrate any of that. You're a pagan. You done sold out your religion. You're not conscious.
Can you? Okay, let me ask you this then.
I'm sorry, sir.
Can you be? I mean, and I'm talking to the super woke people now. You know, we got woke, we got super woke, and we got, you know, super conscious. Are you losing your consciousness if you partake in, let's say, a Thanksgiving plate? You know what I'm saying? If you partake in a Thanksgiving plate, are you losing your consciousness? Why can't you just be saying happy birthday because you're being polite? That's what's up, sister. I can take that. That's what's up. Being polite. That's what's up. The sister said yes. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you yesing to. Are you losing your consciousness if you take partake in that Thanksgiving plate? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, me personally, I love dressing. You know, I love
Yeah.
dressing. I love collard greens. I love sweet potato pies. But the only time I can eat that is during the holiday season. So am I, by me eating that plate, am I partaking in the pagan holiday? Am I losing my consciousness by eating that Thanksgiving plate?
You heard what Hope said. It sounded like a murder to me.
Sound like, hey, I'm just saying, man. You know, are you conscious? Somebody in the chat. I got some people. Are you considered not woke if you partake in, you know, a Thanksgiving plate, a Christmas dinner, a happy birthday? Are you losing your consciousness if you partake in those things? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mr. Claiborne? How you doing? The brother said no. The brother said you're not losing your consciousness if you partake in that. A reason I said that, my brother, shoot, this is the same thing I'm saying. I don't agree with drug dealers, but I spend his money. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. The sister said she don't agree with drug dealers, but she'll spend that drug dealer money. Oh boy. Wow. So you know what I'm saying? I just want to know from the people, you know, what the people think, because I had a friend of mine, and he told, you know, he considered, you know, people consider him conscious and, you know, woke or whatever. So he put a post to his father, his stepfather, happy birthday. And he had got some slack. The brother said he was partaking in pagan religions by saying happy birthday and that he was a pagan. And it was like, how are you super conscious if you're a pagan? You know what I'm saying? So does that make him pagan by saying happy birthday? The sister said, yes, because you are celebrating eating it on that day. Dang. Okay, well, what if I eat it the week before? What if I get a Thanksgiving plate the week before? Does that make me celebrate Thanksgiving? And do I lose my consciousness? You know, do my third eye or my fourth eye close because I partake on, you know, let's say Thanksgiving? You know what I'm saying? Or if I say happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? If I say happy birthday to somebody and I put a post saying happy birthday to them, do I lose my woke card? You know what I'm saying? Am I considered, you know, conscious if I say happy birthday? I call those family days. That's what's up, Mr. Russ. Glad to see you, brother. Glad to see you. Once again, I want everybody to give a thumbs up to the most in-prison social media guy that I know, Eddie Russ. He in Facebook jail more than any other convict I know. Congratulations, brother. The brother say, don't want, I think he said, don't woke people have birthdays too. Oh, hey, brother, you know, if you consider that your day, you know, some people don't consider that, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't consider that, you know, they day. What do we call the day we are born? Born day, sister, I guess, you know, but you're right. I mean, I have no problem with it. I have no problem with telling, you know, a person happy birthday. And, you know, I feel real good when people acknowledge my birthday. So are you, you know, the brother say, I am pagan. Oh my God. Get that African out of here. Woke people have birthdays too. Facts, brother, facts. So, you know, I'm just asking, you know what I'm saying? You know, do you, by celebrating these days, do you lose some of your consciousness? You know what I'm saying? Do you, you know, hey, are you a pagan? Because and the only reason I'm asking this question, because my brother posted a post to his father and his stepfather, you know, congratulating them on another year of being on this earth. And the guy told him he was a pagan. Told him he was pagan. He was worshiping pagan. You know what I'm saying? The brother say, I am from Canaan. It's Canaan, man. It's Canaan, not Canaan. But you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want to know, for all my woke people, you know what I'm saying? It's Wendy. For all my woke people, do you lose your consciousness by telling somebody happy birthday, or you know what I'm saying, or hey, let me get some of that Thanksgiving plate. The brother say,
Hey, I'm gonna come on in a minute, Walt. I'm trying to find a can opener for the cranberry sauce, man. My wife done hid the
"That's
damn
what's
can
up,
opener
brother.
for me,
That's
man.
what's up, brother."
Give me a minute.
The brother say, "I don't say happy birthday." The brother say, I say happy New Year." That's what's up, brother. Does that, well, since you don't found another way to say happy birthday, does that make you less conscious, you know, so-called part of this big conscious community that's going on? Does your third eye close because you say happy New Year? You know what I'm saying? The sister said no. Thank you, Miss Thigpen. I appreciate that. Girl say, or Iku Odun. I hope I pronounced that right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? My thing, I'm just asking the conscious people, you know what I'm saying? The woke people, you know what I'm saying? Are you still woke if you partake in Thanksgiving dinner? If you woke and you don't celebrate the holidays, and you come and you say, and your family at such and such house, and you go over there and they say, well, look, eat some of this. Do you say, I'm too conscious to eat that plate? You know what I'm saying? Do you say, no, that's worshiping the white man? Do you not partake in those festivities, or do you do? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Somebody let me know. You lose your consciousness falling for the lies. That's what's up, brother. The brother said you lose your consciousness. No, because it's a new year. What's up, Miss Bill? How you doing, ma'am? How you doing? Is that Marvin Gaye on that as your picture? Okay, that is Marvin Gaye. What's up, Miss Bill? The brother say, I love Christmas. Oh man.
Yeah.
Do
What do you love about
celebrate
Christmas?
Santa Claus then, brother? My conscious brother, do you celebrate Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Because if you do, I'm finna kick you out.
And the 4th of July.
Christmas and 4th of July is my favorite holidays.
What about Emancipation Day, sir?
What about, yeah, man, what about Juneteenth?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing, like, does it make you pagan? I mean, some of my Bible people, are you pagan if you worship? Because in the Bible, it don't say nothing about holidays. So are you pagan if you worship? I ain't no say worship, or you celebrate any of these holidays. Are you pagan? June 19th. Sister said, Bill, great. The brother said, Satan Claus. That's what's up, brother. The brother said, I'm buying my tree Saturday on my birthday. You ain't conscious, brother. You ain't conscious. I'm just saying, man. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, do you lose your conscious card? You know what I'm saying? Do you lose your woke card if you eat a plate? Because I ain't gonna lie, I eat Thanksgiving plates.
First, let's define what is woke.
Yeah, what is woke? Thank you, brother. That's the question.
What is
woke? What is woke? Is it a definition for being woke?
Oh, look at
I will buy you something. Oh, yeah. Okay, then, Britt, look at me, Thin Penny. He called you the name.
Put it out there.
Dunion. That's what's up.
But,
what is woke? What is, I mean, you know, in the so-called conscious community, we have, what do we say, you know, everybody woke. Are you woke? You know what I'm saying? Are you woke? So what is woke? You know what I'm saying? Do anybody got a definition? What is woke? Let me see. The brother say, if saying being aware of what's going on and moving accordingly. Okay, then that's woke. Woke is being aware of what's going on and moving accordingly. Okay, thank you.
What's going
Aquarius
on,
L. Ray.
See, but that's like, all right, what's going on though? Like, are you talking about what's going on in your immediate surroundings, in your community, or in the world? And how do we all relate to what's going on? To where we all consider these classes as like we're in this class of woke.
The brother said woke is knowing the lies.
Okay.
What the lies that's been told?
Like what?
Question. What's the difference if they cook Thanksgiving dinner on a regular day? Exactly. I mean, dressing, pie, greens, mac and cheese, etc. are still food. Why can't they eat it and not participate in the actual holiday? That's what I'm saying. Do I lose my woke card if I eat a piece of turkey.
Well, do you lose your woke card for waking up on Monday,
You know what I'm
Tuesday,
saying?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or
It's
Saturday?
not really the food, it's the meaning behind the holiday. What is the meaning behind the holidays? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what is considered, you know, me not being conscious? You know what I'm saying? I say woke is being aware of what's going on and moving accordingly. Okay, then that's what's up.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's what's up. I give you that. You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying that, you know, just knowing what's going on and being able to maneuver around what's going on. I can give you that. I give you that.
Okay.
So say woke is being aware of the world. That's what's up.
Does that mean there's different types of woke?
You know, of course, you know, it's different type of woke, brother, because, you know, if you got the black woke, you know, you got the, you know, the black power woke, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, I know black history. You got the spiritual, etheric, ethnocentric woke. You know what I'm saying? I'm aware of my Kundalini energy and my third eye and that type of things. And you got the, you know, the news and what's going on today woke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, like, what makes me super conscious? You know what? Do I'm gonna ask the Christians. I mean, I know I got some Christians on here. What does the Bible say about celebrating holidays? If you believe in God, Jesus, should you celebrate holidays? Is that going against God celebrating holidays? You can't be woke all day and say no to food and be somewhat sick, you better eat. Now that's being that's what's up, sister. That's what's up. That's just that Negro talking right there. Let's see, that's some Negroes talking right there. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is the level of woke? Would you say a lawyer is woke? You know what I'm saying? If I know everything African, but I don't know nothing about my history, am I woke? You know what I'm saying? If I know, I don't know, if I know Bible scriptures and I know the Bible in and out, am I woke? You know, so what is woke? What is conscious? You know what I'm saying? What is this consciousness that everybody always talking about? The brother say, Thanksgiving is not a religious holiday. That's what's up, brother. So if I partake in Thanksgiving, I'm not celebrating no type of religion. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Brother say it's levels to being woke. Okay, then what levels, Mr. Ross? Tell me the levels. Let me know the levels so I can understand, bro.
Yeah, break it down, bro.
I'm celebrating Christmas. I celebrate Thanksgiving. I celebrate 4th of July. I'm not finishing and not be around my mammy, not be around my sisters and my nephews, fucking with y'all. It's doing meditation. I'm going to drink some beer. I'm going to party, and I'm going to be around my family. And I'm buying gifts.
Right.
I live in Rome. I don't live on no island nowhere with this fake pro-black pseudo mindset.
Nah, let's buck the system, yo. We can break it down, bro. We can create our own here in the Americas.
I'm with my family. I'm enjoying my family, and I'm eating, and I'm bringing dishes. And I prayed to my shrine before I left.
But are those dishes black dishes?
No, brother. They are white Caucasian dishes.
You bring parsnips?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying, brother? Where did you get, you know, the idea to celebrate those holidays, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like,
look, my family, with my family. See, you gotta understand. Being an African is being social. Being an African is family. Family. I don't give a damn what holiday it is. I'm there. I'm enjoying the kids. I'm enjoying my mother. One thing 2020 has taught us is life is short and life is valuable. So me sitting up saying I'm not going to see my mom or going to see my nieces and nephews or going to see my granny, God rest her soul. Man, you out your damn mind to impress somebody on social media. Damn right. And I might buy me a Christmas sweater this year. I'm in it. to win it.
Brother say, man, if you partake in these holidays only to the extent it's not being sleep, just know that economically you are helping the enemy. So during the rest of the year, you need to be buying blacks, spreading knowledge, building yourself up.
Go into that.
I definitely agree with him. Now, I agree 100% with that.
Break that down. How are we helping the enemy?
Brother, you know capitalism the enemy, bro.
I don't feel that way. I'm a capitalist. Let's get money.
Sister said, I know there are people who don't celebrate holidays, but in businesses, they sell products that people purchase for holidays. Think about this. The Jacksons are Jehovah's Witness, but they made many Christmas songs and made plenty of money. Think, that's a very good point.
My point.
A good point.
That's capitalism.
I'm in it to win it. I'm going around my mammy. I'm going around my kids. I'm buying gifts and I'm getting gifts.
Do you think capitalism is the enemy?
I'm going to get my Christmas tree Saturday, December 5th, my birthday. And I'm going to sit around with my old lady and drink and look at my kids decorate my Christmas tree. I don't give a damn what y'all think about it.
You not celebrating Kwanzaa?
Damn right.
You are?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just check.
So what's the difference between Kwanzaa and Christmas, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kwanzaa is a byproduct of Christmas.
My mind just won't let me celebrate Christmas without definitely honoring and venerating Kwanzaa as well.
Well, I don't celebrate Kwanzaa.
Well, I mean, I do, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with it to me. Like, get it how you live.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like, we say don't celebrate Christmas, but Kwanzaa was created as a way of blacks to have a holiday to counter Christmas. So basically, it's just a black Christmas.
Yeah.
So you still celebrating Christmas,
True.
Per se.
So let's say the goals is solid. What's your 7 principles? Umoja, Kujichagalea, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kumba, Imani. Come on, man. That's what we do.
I got you, brother. I'm just asking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, do you lose your consciousness, man, do you not be, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean though, bro? What? Everybody's definition of consciousness is different. We not monolithic, so we don't have the same mind. Big bro, the way you think, I don't think that way. We agree. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
We all totally different. Like I say, with me, I'm going to be with my family. Bro, I used to love to go see my nana on Christmas. It's crazy you talk about this because me and London was just in the car talking about it. My favorite 2 fucking holidays is Christmas and 4th of July.
Yeah, see, I thought you was trolling, but you meant
The brother say 9 times out of 10, the people at the top are white racists. Now you have to watch out for these black business owners who get your money and then invest it back into the white supremacist business. Now, where your money is going and what their interests are.
He lost me on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let y'all handle it.
I listen. Okay, you're a part of America's society. Your dollars is going to wash through American hands, white or black, no matter what you do. What you can do is make a concerted effort to take your dollars that are going to circulate through the American, business world, you know what I mean, and make sure you spend as many as you can at a black-owned business who's going to end up paying taxes to the white man. So that shit defeats the purpose. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's go ahead and buy black. I'm down for that. Like, let's also, as black business owners, come up with products that black people want to buy. Let's focus on black things like, hair care, stuff like that, that we care about. And let's dominate those industries. That's how I look at it as a capitalist, as a business person. Like, all right, so they have come in and cultures. Like he tripping. Uh-huh.
See me and
pagan worshiper.
See me and Charlotte got the same mindset. I think that's right.
Why get this deep about holidays? I don't look at holidays as a religious thing. I view it as a time for family and being thankful.
Right, Charlotte. Right.
I like way to agree with that. Like, I you know what I mean?
It's sad to say, but maybe I need to research these holidays because I have never. That's what's up.
I definitely learn about the holidays and where they come from.
Can I ask y'all this, man? Can I ask a question? Can I ask?
Sorry, I apologize.
Do you pay taxes?
Yes.
Do you pay taxes, Coach?
Yes, I do.
I pay taxes too, so I'm fucking engaged.
You what?
I pay taxes too, so I'm engaged in all America. Profit.
Yes.
All America.
This shit is yours, just like everybody else's. The problem is that we got trapped in that mindset a little bit. I ain't blaming. Listen, there is definitely institutional racism. There are definitely situations that are killing us. All right, point blank, period. I don't want to even try to run for that. But also, for us, we really need to build up our own institutions. Like, we really need to. Like, so while we're saying these things about the white man and all this good shit, what have we done and what are we doing? Like, meaning us, our group, our age group, talking to, the 40-year-olds who out here reading the books, getting the information. Let's get active then. I'm with whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but it better be a plan that's going to make sure my babies are straight and not us just complaining about a system that we already know is rigged. So if you run out into the fight and you know the bull only got a right and you keep running into it, it's really your fault. So come up with a plan that's going to help the majority of us. Let's get access to the money that you're talking about spending in the Black community. Let's buy property, all these types of things. How can we consistently do that? And then, we could argue about the holidays for real all day if you want. But
get what, TK?
What up?
Merry Christmas, bro.
Merry Christmas. That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I knew my mom was Santa for a long time. I ain't worried about none of this shit.
It's heartbreaking to see little kids that don't know, and we can sit up here and be arrogant and talk all this bullshit and say, I ain't celebrating this, I ain't celebrating that. Man, you know how many little kids, bro, sitting up now, 2020 with coronavirus, parents not working, not finna get nothing.
Yeah.
Bro, you know how many little hearts finna be, man, that shit make me emotional, bro. And you're talking about, I don't say, shut up.
Still do that, bro. Everybody got the right to their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? We can't tell them shut up, but we can also have the discussion on why you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, tell me the history of Christmas that makes you not want to celebrate it. Are we spending too many dollars with the white people because the fat jolly white dude? That's cool. I'm cool with that argument. All right, so then, just like Bruh said, he celebrate Kwanzaa. Let's celebrate Kwanzaa. Let's still, you know what I mean? That's where I'm be like, yo, we are a part of all these traditions regardless. Like you fighting it and resisting it is one thing, and I'm down with certain things we supposed to resist. Like, they ain't gonna just be killing us and blatantly just disrespecting us from here on out. You know what I'm saying? What I'm hoping is people really stand up on that kind of shit. But as far as Christmas go, bro, I'm tricking dollars. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to even. We can talk.
Y'all sellouts.
Stuff. Go ahead.
I'm right. You right, brother.
Y'all niggas sellouts, man.
I am.
Now tell me what slave practice.
You right, bro.
I can't tell you a slave that practiced Christmas, but I can tell you about a slave who synchronized his African religion with a Catholic religion and made it work for him where he was. Guess what?
Tell me the slave that synchronized African religion with Catholic religion. And give me that, brother. Give me that.
Let me get the primary up.
Let me get the. You know what I'm saying? The sister say, if you tell them the truth from the jump, they won't be expecting them gifts.
Huh?
Denise say, y'all please help me. I'm not afraid of asking for understanding. I heard Walter say something about birthdays. What's wrong with birthdays? Now, me personally, I have no problem with, you know what I'm saying, the whole idea of congratulating a person for living a whole year, and celebrating their day. I have no problem with that. But, you know, it's some people that say, like I said, I had a friend. He told his father and his stepfather, you know, hey, happy birthday to both y'all men. I love you. And the brother came back and told him that he was practicing pagan religion. Say, how you woke, nigga? How you woke, nigga? If you practicing happy birthdays, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all nigga too woke.
He said the brother. I think the brother even referenced the Bible, like, you know, what does the Bible say about holidays? I didn't know the Bible said anything about the holidays.
He told me, or he put on my post, no disrespect. On a post that I put up for both my fathers, no disrespect, but. So somebody told me whenever it's a but, that means if everything else that was said before. So, but according to scripture, birthdays are pagan, etc., etc. But you know, my thing is, I left people alone when, you know, I went on this other little journey of mine. Is whatever you think is cool. If you feel the need that you want to address something that I put up there about a birthday or whatever other day, you can hit my inbox or you can just tag me in a post. But to come on that post and be disrespectful because of your beliefs, now I got to deal with you a certain type of way. Ain't number one of them Hebrew Israelites, man. I already know who it is.
No, yo, to L Rob, bro. That's not what I was saying. I don't want you to feel like that, bro. That's not what I was saying to you. Like, no, I don't think everybody should be celebrated. I don't believe in that at all. I just learned that I'm supposed to venerate my ancestors first. So, like, nah, I think my grandmom and my granddad should be celebrated. My mom, my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like that way.
And some say those are man days. I guess the holidays. She's saying the holidays. What's up, Miss Oliver? How you doing? The sister said, hold on, let me read about this, brother. The sister said the Bible didn't say you could celebrate those days. And before we go there, let me read about this brother right here.
No, not a brother. I ain't get the whole name because it's in a book that I ain't got on digital.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed a voodoo John from Wiki, and you know we don't really.
Yeah. We can't shoot you now with the Catholic and the Francophone culture of New Orleans as a result of the African culture oppression in the region as part of the Atlantic slave trade. Louisiana voodoo, there go that word, is often confused with Haitian voodoo and Deep South hoodoo. But while related to these forms of the religion is the belief system of its own, it differs from Haitian voodoo in its emphasis upon Jiris. I think Great. Okay, thank you, brother. Voodoo queens used the hoodoo paraphernalia and La Grande Zamba. It was Louisiana voodoo. Okay, there. So the brothers saying that they took the Catholic with stuff and the voodoo and made it theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. I got a question.
Go ahead, brother.
Wasn't Jesus here before the Bible? Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jesus here before the Bible?
Yeah.
Jesus was here, brother. Jesus was here.
So how is it the word of God?
That's how it says in the Bible. Like the word was first.
The word was there first, brother. And then the way they justify that is they saying that Jesus was the word. And that is the word. Exactly. That's what they justify, brother. Jesus saying that
Jesus was here first.
That was Jesus. But anyway, the sister said the Bible didn't say you could celebrate those days. She also emphasizes again.
Tell Charlie to say whatever she said do. Like I'm not like yes, I'm buying gifts.
And then Miss Denise said, so y'all kings, how would y'all handle if y'all woman believed in birthdays and Christmas instead that they give? Would you celebrate and keep you happy or go against it and cause a conflict? Well, Miss Denise, according to Miss Oliver said the Bible didn't say you could celebrate those holidays. So So if you know, I had a woman.
No, I get what Oliver said. She said you can't.
Say what?
She said the Bible didn't say you couldn't. So you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. First of all, wait a minute, Miss Denise. Holidays and birthdays are big in my household.
Uh-huh.
I'm buying my old lady whatever she says she want and extra. I don't follow no Bible. Oh God, no.
The sister say Jesus wasn't born on the 25th. So why are you celebrating Christmas? Basically, I think that's what she's saying. Jesus wasn't born on the 25th.
But that's you about to go into some historical stuff on how they synchronize their religion.
You know what I'm saying?
That's about celebrating.
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, what you know, if you want to go into it, the sister said Jesus wasn't born on the 25th.
He wasn't.
You got proof of that, brother. Can you prove Jesus wasn't born?
Tell her to prove it. She brought it up. I gotta grab that bite. You know I'm not getting into this religion. I'm not even getting sucked into this.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead, brother.
So when Jesus slapped that man, how old was he?
He was a baby. He was a young boy. He killed the boy on the Sabbath.
So what about Jesus' brother?
Jesus got smacked, and then he gave the boy to work.
What about Jesus' brother?
Which one?
James.
Which one, brother? You talking about James? You talking about Barnabas? Which one? James? Barnabas? I mean, you know, his brothers you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about Jesus' brother. They ain't important.
Talk about his family like
Jesus' brothers ain't important, brother. We didn't talk about his brother. They ain't do nothing. They didn't turn no water to no wine.
But Jesus' mother was a fucking hairdresser and a Roman soldier, correct?
His mama was a what?
A Roman soldier and a hairdresser?
His mama wasn't no Roman soldier, bro.
No, Jesus' mother was a hairdresser and his father was a Roman soldier.
No.
Joseph
was he was a carpenter by trade.
He was a carpenter by trade.
Joseph.
Mary was a virgin from the community.
Oh my God. Never mind. I'm gonna let y'all do it.
No, you say what you gotta say, bro, because that's what we deal with. Facts, man. We deal with facts.
Y'all don't know I don't know no damn Bible. I want to
ask all your questions. Don't ever shy away from the question. There ain't no dumb
the sister say y'all are too much.
Oh,
but no, according to scripture now, and we're going off the Bible because that's the only thing you can reference Jesus in is the Bible. Going off of the Bible text.
Oh no, Josephus,
Jesus
Christos.
And the brother said Jesus had older brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the brother said.
James.
The sister said she lied on Joseph.
Jesus come from Jesus' mother is a hairdresser and father is a Roman soldier.
You got the wrong Jesus. You got the wrong. You talking Simon Bar Jesus. But
in Sanhedrin.
But now, if you talking about Simon Bar Jesus, now you know in Hebrew, Bar means son.
Oh man, what Chanel song was it? She got
you know what I'm saying.
She'll break it down.
Yeah, she got the primaries.
Read in Jeremiah.
What part should we read in Jeremiah?
I don't know
right now. Tell her.
I wasn't raised in the Bible, so I can't.
I think she talking about the part about the tree, and when you cut the tree and you decorate it with ornaments and all that. That's referencing Jeremiah, pretty much saying that it's against, I guess, Christian or not Christian, but a religious order that if you partake in cutting a tree down and dressing it with ornaments, silver and gold, that it would be considered that pagan word.
I'm pagan though, Vic.
I'm just saying that what Jeremiah said. You know, I did a demonstration on that a few years ago about that. One of the guys that's deep into the word.
I'm sorry, man.
Finish.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sure.
He did
I'm pagan too.
What the sister said, I still don't believe that she got pregnant like that. Like what, sister? Just the God said you pregnant and she was pregnant. That what you saying, Miss Steve Penn?
Y'all stop playing with these people, man. Tell them that is not Jesus of the Bible.
No, let it rock. There's a book you should read. It's called The Historical Jesus. And it talks about the crime ring sect and how they called the ladies virgins. And there was a fight between John and Jesus as the good priest and the bad priest.
So what's up, man? I put the stream yard up in the chat. Shanetta Summers, you need to get on here because you're a part of the team, and I don't want to fire you, Miss Shanetta Summers. Shanita, come on here. Come on here, Shanita Summers. Come on.
No, man, Chanel got the primary.
The sister say, I got pregnant. The sister say, I got pregnant, a virgin, I'm still one, and I stand on that. That was okay then.
Okay, baby.
Mr. Russ said, we all pagans.
Correct.
No, Russ, you're not all.
The Spirit did it. I'm talking about Jesus in it. So what do you four men believe in? She said, okay, what do y'all believe in? Hold on, let's go.
Listen to this.
Mary was, but oh my God. Sister say Mary was busting that thing open. She got caught and blamed it on the Spirit. Oh my God.
There may be truth to that.
Oh my God. The brother said Gabriel is Jesus' pops. Now, and Mr. Russ, you got a good point because now, if you're going off of the King James version of that text, in that text it says that Gabriel came upon Mary, and anytime they use sexual, they will say such and such came upon such and such. So if you can go with that, you can go with that, man, because you know Gabriel was the last person that was with her when she was a virgin. So Gabriel might have, said, no, son, I'm doing this in Jesus' name. Before he get born, I'm gonna do this in his name.
Hold on. Make sure you answer bro's question. Don't forget bro.
What bro said, man?
I mean, the young lady, what she say? What we believe in? Ms. Oliver.
Oh, she asked what we believe in. Well, Ms. Oliver, me personally, I believe in self. I believe in everything that you give power to must come from yourself. I believe in, self. I am self, Lord, and Master. You know what I'm saying? So any power that you give to anything outside of you, it must start within you. So when you talk about these gods and this and that, you must start with yourself. So if you're asking me what I believe in, then I would say I believe in self. Here she go. Here she go, the queen of the group. There she go. What's up, Nella? How you doing? So how you doing?
What's up?
Hi. Tell them folks, Jesus' mother was a hairdresser and his daddy was a Roman soldier.
Hold on, let me say this right here. Now, before you start,
hey, that's what they was saying back then that Jesus, they had all kind of salacious stuff to say about Jesus. Said his mama was a hairdresser and she would mess around with a Roman soldier. See? All kind of stuff.
Let me answer this right here. Sister, when you said virgin meaning at the age of 6, they start at 12 and 13. If you're going off that Bible, which I think some of that is kind of sick, they was like once the girl started bleeding, she was ready to breathe.
But ain't it somewhere where it's another meaning of virgin just meaning a young lady? TK, no, he the Bible scholar.
Don't do it. Nope. Don't suck here. I've been trying to be safe.
No, but TK, it's a double meaning to virgin, right?
That's correct.
That they were used back then.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you. That's like this. You gotta read other books outside of the Bible, and then understand that, like, when they was writing, some of that was in code so that they could hide their identity because the wrong person.
So close your Facebook out on your page. On your phone.
Who me?
Who me?
Yeah.
Hold on, I thought it was closed out. Hold on.
Or muted. But yeah, see here, that's where we're gonna get into trouble because now it's semantics. And we just arguing the points. But the bigger shit is, some dude flew out the sky and hit it and had a baby and put itself in the baby and then got itself killed and called itself his son. Let's argue.
Huh?
I said, let's argue.
Or not married. Oh, he's saying the virgin mean not married. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Good job,
exactly.
bro.
So you gotta, exactly. So if you're gonna go that crazy on it, you gotta read about the culture, Jewish tradition at that particular time. Like you had to be married by 21 or you were shunned, all that type of stuff. You gotta look into that. And then I always try to point people to the Dead Sea Scrolls and the community that created it. They had a whole little thing going on where they had code names. And so the women were called virgins. And they were separated from their man for 3 months. And they were considered virgins again. And that's how Joseph may have been a part of that. So, like, it's just other stuff to read. And then I always tell people, if you really want to read, like, all the interesting stuff about what could be historically Jesus, read Zealot. I think I put it in the chat the one time, but I'll do it again. And then use that as a base. And then you can do all the historical research on your own. But, if you believe in it, that's what you believe. There ain't, like, really nothing to that. I don't want to really stomp on whatever you believe in.
Well, my thing, man, with that, brother, I'm like, if you ain't got to step on nobody's stuff, man. If you get them something that they didn't know, they're only going to give them stuff to research. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can research it and they can tell you if you lying or something they like, dang, I didn't know that. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's stomping on it if you giving them sources and not your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is not my opinion. This is sources. I'm not like
the sister said, I thought he didn't exist.
That's my point. So, but then you got to be like, all right, well, the Sanhedrin, which is the Jewish myths that try to back up the Bible, say there was a man named Jesus.
And historical
man named Jesus, a historical man named Jesus. Yep. That was a trickster who learned all these other tricks in Egypt from another dude named Jesus. So then they murdered him. They hung him in the street when he was like 50 or 60 years old.
And let me say this too.
Now, what's the consensus on that? Ain't it's 33% consensus?
let me say this right here too. Like Jesus is like the name James or Willie. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like one person. It was a common name. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was a special name. It was like a name. And you go through that Bible, and we talk about the Bible, you talking about at least 3 Jesuses in the Bible.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? That name Jesus wasn't like it was a sacred name. It was a name that was given to other people.
Yeah,
like, a bunch of black men in the South in the 60s and the 50s named Willie.
There you go, Simon Ben Jesus. Yeah.
Wait a minute. But didn't Josephus talk about what about the songs of Paul?
Yes. In the historical book, there is one mention of a cult of Christos. That's the only one. Like that they talk about, and they try to hold on to that as relating to him as a historical figure. But by that time, I believe that Christianity was already a religion, like in the communities. So it was more like they was already getting murdered since Nero. So I think I might be mixing up the times a little bit, but that was going to happen regardless because it was a religion. But that religion is not like the Christianity that we know right now. You know what I'm saying? It was wild as fuck. Like you could
basically evolved. Like all things, it evolves. It either die out or it gets bigger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like all movements. And the movement just was so powerful that it just don't got bigger. Because you gotta look, I'm just sorry, you gotta look at what comes with that. What comes with, Christianity? Money.
Everlasting life, bro.
It's big time money and you hoping to stay alive forever. Because that's basically what it tells you. You're going to stay alive forever. You're going to die physical and you're going to go to a spiritual plane and you're going to live forever.
With some white folk. Man, you watch your rabbit ass, man.
Y'all going to live together, brother. Hey, it ain't going to be no such thing as white and black. Y'all going to live together and y'all going to reach that mountain.
I'm gonna bring up the conversation we had in the back chat, me and Chanel.
Okay.
And we was talking about going to heaven or hell. And I was telling her, I think I want to go to hell.
Why?
Because I can drink.
I want to go to hell too. It ain't
right.
There ain't no much squares in heaven.
Right. I want to drink. I want to have sex. I want to, you know what I mean? Shoot dice.
For eternity.
Watch Netflix. Netflix is not gonna be in heaven, bro.
Yeah, look at he's tripping.
You ain't gonna be able to smoke no reefer in heaven, bro.
Cut that out. Yes, you can.
You ain't gonna be able to get no walk, or the women ain't gonna be able to get no, you know.
See, from going off of the text, brother, you're not gonna need all that stuff when you go. You know what I'm saying?
Money, buddy. I'm gonna have my own man.
Wait a minute. Oh, the sister got something. The sister said, I thought the heaven's supposed to pass away.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, but a new heaven and a new earth supposed to come.
According to that text, the new heaven the New Jerusalem supposed to come out the sky and rest on the earth. See, this is what get me with all these people that don't study. It don't say nowhere in there you're gonna go get some wings and you're gonna float on clouds. It says the new heaven gonna come out of the sky and the New Jerusalem gonna rest, come out, and the angel Michael gonna chain up the devil, and you know, he's gonna chain him up for 5,000 years, and everybody gonna be happy, and he's gonna let him out so he can come back and get the people he didn't get the first time. That's going off the text. Now we're going off of the Bible. Those 5,000 years is basically 5 days. So you know what I'm saying?
Man,
I'm just telling you what the text say, brother.
I'm from Atlanta, bro. So we got
hell is where the party's gonna be.
I'm from Atlanta, bro. So you think y'all ain't gonna have no blue flying strippers up there and wings and tequila. Man, y'all niggas is crazy. No, bro. I'm not. No, I don't want to go to hell.
Can't do this with hell.
See, man, that's the thing. Y'all Negroes, man, always want something physical, brother. What about your spirit, brother? What about your spirit?
My spirit? What you mean? My spirit saved, bro.
No, I'm saying when you die, brother, and you want to go to heaven, you can't eat no wings. Your spirit can't eat no wings.
I don't believe in it. See, I won't be venerated for my kids, bro. That's why I do continuous elbow. That's why I do sacrifice. That's why I get divination, so I can continue to live on. So
let me ask you this, brother. The sister asked earlier, man, what y'all believe in, man? What you believe in, brother?
Who's that, me?
And one of y'all. The sister asked earlier what y'all believe in.
Oh, I personally believe there's a God. I don't have no religion.
Okay, then.
I mean, I don't believe nothing. Either you know or you don't.
There's a God. She's a black woman with an afro and 2 kids.
Hey, that ain't no African. That's a slave. Netta, what you believe in, sister? What you believe in? The sister said,
me, I believe in me, nigga. Shit. I always tell y'all, the worship of God outside of yourself is the worship of God inferior to yourself. And that's what I live with.
I think that's the same thing I said.
See how black women talk to you?
The sister say, why can't we use the old heaven? So the people going to be in the new heaven. So the people going to be in the new heaven. She's like, why we can't use the old heaven?
Because we
gotta go to the new heaven.
Plumbing and shit.
And what's going on in the old heaven that we can't, say, according to that scripture, he went and prepared a place for us, sister.
How come we don't never bring up the Quran?
Brother, and that's one of the things I was going to go into when we talk about that great migration. when we started talking about all these different ideologies they started point in those 30s and 40s, we're going to go into that, bro, because a lot of the brothers and sisters started practicing Islam.
And the Yaqub history.
You know what I'm saying? They started practicing different forms of Islam, because you got the Moorish Science Temple that practice Islam, but it's not the same as the Sunni Muslim or the Orthodox Muslim.
They don't pray 5 times a day?
No. Oh. You got the Nation of Islam.
Well, how do they use Islam?
You got the Nation of Islam that practice a form of Islam, but they don't practice the same form of Islam as what's another group that practice Islam. But you got different sects and they practice different things. And it's just, you know what I'm saying? We talk about the Bible because we got more people that's Christian, that's Islamic, that be on these Facebook streets. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But you got a very good point. That Quran needed, because the same people that gave us that Quran was the same people that put us into slavery first. I believe that it's a God in me. Exactly.
God in me.
I'm going to say this right here. And this is me, and whether people want to take it or not, they can. My thing is this. In order for you to give anything power outside of yourself, you first must submit yourself to whatever you giving power to. So, whatever you worship, whatever, you got to first give yourself up. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
black women, I give myself to you.
You give yourself to the black woman.
To the black woman.
That's what's wrong with you. And that's what's wrong with now most of y'all Negroes. Y'all want to talking about the black woman is a god. The black woman is trouble.
Coach, I got a comment about heaven.
Go ahead, sir.
This is how you know heaven was not meant for black people, because it says it's gonna be rivers of milk and honey. Well, 70 to 80% of black people is lactose intolerant. We don't want no fucking milk and honey.
I knew you were gonna say it.
That's how you know the scripture weren't written for us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even now, I'm gonna just say this right here. You know what I'm saying? Even when you go into that. You have to also look at where the texts come from. Those texts and those things that's being promised are those things that, you know what I'm saying? That, because, I mean, think about this. You got your everyday Christian that believe if they just follow the word of God and they do the things God say, they go in heaven. Well, you got the Hebrew Israelites who are just radical Christians in my perspective, but they saying that all black people ain't going to heaven if they don't say that they're part of the lost tribe of Israel, then they're not going to heaven.
None of the Hebrew Israelites is going to heaven.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like, you got different fashions in that. Even that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got Jehovah's Witnesses that say that, hey, only 144,000, and going off the scripture because they got it from the scripture. They say only 144,000 will be going to heaven. So, you know what I'm saying? When you go into that, you have to have not only a critical thinking perspective, but you also got to have some type of knowledge of the person that wrote these things. Mm-hmm. For instance, you go into that Jewish, the Torah. What is it? The Torah?
That goddamn Talmud. That's
it. The Talmud. The Talmud saying that you cursed if you have an elongated penis.
Yep. But that's the racism of those rabbis, because like the Hebraic Talmud and they midrash is how the rabbis interpret the scriptures.
Exactly.
So they add their own biases and racism into that shit, and that's how that shit spread it across the globe with their racist asses. But they always be trying to call somebody anti-Semitic when they got anti-black shit all through their Talmud. But what I was wanting to comment about the Hebrew Israelite shit with the 12 tribe chart that don't make no sense. And I wish I could.
Hold on. Let me. This my niece. She say, "Hey, do you believe the Bible discuss aliens and alien technology?"
Tell her if I want to fight.
Only thing I'm gonna tell you to go look at Ezekiel. Tell me what that wheel was. That's the only thing I can go into about that. You know,
think aliens is in the Bible too.
Go into the Ezekiel and it'll tell you about anything foreign to the earth is an alien. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay, so we're gonna use that.
So if your angels came from heaven and they came to earth, guess what? Bam. But go ahead, sis. Go ahead. Break out what you were saying about the 12 charts.
Oh, she should read the book of Enoch. Then she would really like that if she interested into some aliens and stuff. Because the book of Enoch is out there. You be like, what?
Yes, the book of Enoch. You will really love that.
There you go, niece. There you go, niece. The book of Enoch.
Wait till you go to the gates of heaven.
She said, because they know we are the original people, kings and queens.
No, get the secret book of Enoch.
The secret book.
We're talking about the heavens, right? You know what you're talking about, Netta?
Yeah. Before
where he went up to the heavens, and when Azazel gave the humans jewelry and all kind of stuff he had no business, and they pleaded to him to plead to God to save them and all that crazy shit. Yeah, they really need, bro. They really need to make a movie based off that.
They should.
Well, now what you were saying about that 12 tribe chart?
Okay. I don't know if y'all remember, but it was in the MBK Discord. I had posted an article about the DNA in the Caribbean and how a lot of the Y DNA came from Europeans, from the black people in the Caribbean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And the North American black people, we have more black Y DNA, even though some of us do. Some of our males have the white male Y chromosome DNA. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
I got you.
Okay. So with the 12 tribe chart, if you are who your father are, and a lot of the majority of the men was fathered by Europeans in the Caribbean, then how the fuck are they Hebrews?
Oh man, I wish I had that explosion sound. Because you know that not only that, and that's just simple DNA, and that's one thing that they stay away from. They stay away from that DNA test. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to take that DNA test because they're gonna see that goddamn European in them, and they're gonna be like, that don't matter. I'm listening. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and then it comes the question, okay, coach. So, like, okay, well, my daddy and them, on my daddy's side, one of the ancestors made one of the on the Scots, they got a white daddy somewhere down the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Scott side of my family, not Hebrews, but the summer side of my family are Hebrews. Like, it don't be making no sense.
Hey, bro, sis. And the reason why, because you cannot, outside of one book, you cannot go and find no type of history, DNA, genetic. You cannot go outside of that book and find a place for that. And that's why it's so hard to try to make it believable. You know what I'm saying? Now, even going off of their text, and you know, I try not to make this even going off of their text, the Bible, where it says that, you know, you put in bondage and you'll be in a land that's not yours and blah, 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 blah. Well, if the goddamn Indian, the Native American is a Hebrew, he was already here. He was already indigenous to the land. So how can he be coming over here in a slave ship? You know what I'm saying? So like it's just so many holes into the story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and it's cool if that's what you want to make yourself. And you know what I'm saying? That's cool. I want to be goddamn Spider-Man.
Can do y'all know the exact age of the Hebrew culture? Do y'all know like a age, like how long it's been around?
Let me. Hey, I'm finna go and like
last Thursday.
This is somebody.
I said last Thursday.
No, because what I'm saying, if Native Americans supposed to be Hebrews, and I believe the Native Americans been on this side of the hemisphere for what, at least 20,000 years, right? 10 to 20,000 years. So if the Native Americans been on this hemisphere longer than the Hebraic culture, then they can't be fucking Hebrews.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this my starting point of that. And my starting point is gonna start in 1896. And this a brother I always remember and I always know his story because every time I talk to a Hebrew Israelite, I have to ask them, do you know William Sanders Crowley? William Sanders Crowley had a dream. He was an ex-slave, ex-preacher, and American soldier, entrepreneur, pastor. He started a church. He had a dream one night, and in his vision, he said God told him blacks were the descendants of the 12 lost tribes of Israel. He started a church in 1896. Now, if they can show me some history before 1896, William Sanders Crowley, then we can talk. But they don't want to even acknowledge that this man, and this historically marked. His church is still up to this day as a historical landmark. Because he took that, started a church, got some more black people, and said, look, come over here because we lost tribe of Israel. I'll give you another name and another period of time. F.S. Cherry, which is another brother. Guess what happened with him? He had a dream. He had a dream one night and said that the black people are the goddamn, and his shit started in 1963.
This the one that took him across seas?
Yes. He started in 1963. So actually, William Sanders Crowley is older than Frank Cherry. So when they started talking about, you know, who started this, who started that, no, your movement started in America with a black man who said he had a dream that black people was the lost tribe of Israel. Guess what? It's another person who had a dream. And he said that black people was the lost tribe of Shabazz. Elijah Muhammad. So we dealing with all this, let me see, let me go look up old William. That's what's up. Look him up. William Sanders Crowley. So when we talk with the Hebrews, we can go into that book. But before we go into that book, we first must deal with documented history. Documented history says that William Sanders Crowley started that movement from a dream. Freestyle. That's right, brother. Freestyle.
But I understand how the elders identified with the plight of the Hebrew people in the Bible because of the hardships we was going
exactly
over here. But that don't mean you take on the identity of them folk.
Sister, I'm gonna tell you,
they just took it too far.
And the reason why they did that is because look what they was slaves. They was less than dogs. They was property. You know what I'm saying? Negroes didn't have a goddamn pot to piss in. So if somebody come and tell me, and like I said, here we go again, we're going back to that great migration. Well, you got a black man who's saying that he's a Moor, that he's an Adap, and that black people are Moors. And if you come over here, we entitled to this. You got another black man say, hey, look, I'm the Prince of Africa, Marcus Garvey. If you come with me, we're going to build a land, we're going to get some money and this. Well, at the same time, shit, you got another man that said, look, I had a dream that we are the lost tribe of Shabazz, and Allah is going to send some alien ships to pick us up. All this shit happened at the same time. All this was happening during the same period of time. So when we talk about all these identities, you cannot forget the Great Migration. What happened? All those black people was leaving the goddamn South. They was leaving the South because of racism, because they was being tortured. They was looking for jobs. And here these people came and said, look, I will give you this. Only thing you got to do
what you mean?
Is say you this. Wiki one. So you know what I'm saying? My thing, when you go into these different identities, my thing, you have the right to worship and do whatever you want to do. But my thing, learn the history. Learn the history on the stuff that you're practicing. So when somebody that think they conscious, like let's say Vic, when he come to you and ask you questions, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's woke, like Ogun, come asking you questions, you can answer the questions.
Brother, I'm not woke. Don't put that on me.
But you know what I'm saying? My thing, so you know when you got a brother saying, hey, look, you are the Hebrew Israelites and you are the lost tribe, 12 tribe. Where did it start from? Well, it started with Moses. No, you can't give me that. Because we went in the 80s and the 90s. That movement wasn't no big movement. In the 90s, all them Negroes was goddamn starting to be Nation of Islam. Malcolm X was being pumped real hard. You had Farrakhan, who was on Donahue's show, talking about the white man is the devil. So, you know what I'm saying? All these movements have their time and their periods. But all of them have their time. So where do it start? That's the thing about it. How did they get so big? The same way your holidays, you know, of course, your holidays only started with a date and an idea. Holidays, all the holidays started with a date and an idea, and it just gradually grew. And that's the same thing with these ideologies. But one thing that don't change is black people. Black people always be the same. Because we're going to believe whoever give us some hope in a dream, we're going to believe it. I tell anybody, you want me to follow, you got to give me some money. I'm sorry. Give me some money. You want me to be your follower, give me some money. Man, everything we've been taught is a lie. To an extent, it's to an extent destined for greatness. Because in order to tell a lie, you got to start with some form of truth. There's got to be some truth somewhere in there in order for you to formulate that lie. Ogun, you was finna say something?
I just want to say I'm mad at the Most High because I just took my lottery numbers and he did not let me win. So Yahshua Hashawakwala has failed me.
See, brother, that's because you trying to get your riches on earth, brother. You're supposed to be waiting to get your riches in heaven, man.
Don't that sound like the most nuttiest shit ever?
Hey, bro, you got to get your riches in heaven. Meanwhile,
that's some shit that rich people tell poor folk. That's some bullshit.
What the brother say? Suffering made those movements strong. Facts, Mr. Russ. And that's why I was telling you about the Great Migration. If you go back and look at my video, I was telling you the stuff that was going on during that Great Migration. Negroes didn't have nowhere to stay. Negroes were leaving the South. They was you talk about the Mexicans, a lot of these black people was living like that when they went to these cities where they didn't have no houses. They was staying like 10, 12 people a house. And then this person will come up, they'll move out. Man, I got to catch these lies. I don't get on here too much, but this discussion is awesome. Well, niece, we usually do this every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, so you know we just decided to do it today. But usually Fridays and Saturday, you know, Friday you have the solo, and then Saturday we had a BlackbRound table. But I don't know, look like Sunday working out better for everybody. So, you know, my mom, them know I look into and read everything. I always got questions. That's what's up, sister. That's what we got the BlackbRound table for.
Tell her ask a question. I'm ready to answer.
He said, "Answer question. Answer the question. Destined for greatness. Ask a question.
Answer. Do she need a lot of numbers?"
He want the lottery number. USC, you give me the lottery numbers. Forget that. I want the lottery numbers.
Get there, man.
And if anybody who want to know about that Great Migration I'm talking about, it's a book, Warm of Other Suns. You get that book, it's breaking that down all the way to the last iota. Talks about how over, I think, 6 million black people left the South. Some of them came back, but just think about that. Between the time they started leaving to 1960, 70, it was a total of 6 million black people that left the South. That's a lot of black people.
Yep.
That's a lot of black people. And think about this. That goes back into these ideologies, because where do a lot of these ideologies start? Detroit. You know, black people moved to Detroit. Chicago. You had a lot of black people move to Chicago. Of course, you know the Big Apple, New York. That's where everything go down up there.
New York, the pseudo capital of the world.
Exactly. Everything you want to know, pseudo, coming out of that New York area. And if anybody don't hear from New York, y'all know I'm telling the truth. The sister said, "Oh, Goon, okay, here's my question. Who or what do you think built the pyramid?"
Those Timbuktu people.
What people said, brother?
The Kemetic people.
There you go.
Yeah, the people from the Nile Valley built the pyramids. It wasn't no aliens, because that's that shit white people try to put on the History Channel just to discredit just to discredit black African people.
Label.
Yeah. We don't give the ancient people enough credit. We act like them people was just dumb. Like, they was engineers and mathematicians too.
Scientists, all kind of shit.
Yeah. Like, we building off of the shit that they discovered. That's why we so advanced, because they was advanced. Because if they wasn't laying the groundwork, we wouldn't be able to have technology like we do today.
Well, you can start, like, look at the step pyramid of Saqqara, or go back and look up a massive box. These are different things you can look at before it came to building up the pyramids, because they want to talk about the aliens, or the aliens gave information. And like, if you look at different cultures, different so-called beings out of the sky allegedly came down and gave these people information, et cetera, et cetera. But when you're dealing with the layers of the pyramid and how it was built, and people feel like, you know, some higher form of technology did it, but those people did it, but it went through different steps of building it. But go back and look up massive box and all these different things that led to this layer being built, that layer being built, all the way up to how a pyramid can be built.
Scientific method, bro. Just scientific method.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because you know, if you build something and you got with the bent pyramid, you like, oh, we fucked that up. We know not to do that this time. We're gonna have to do it like this the next time. It's trial and error.
Right.
Like, them people weren't stupid.
Them people were far from stupid.
Well, you know, you gotta look at it too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the thing that, and first of all, let me say this. Thank you, Ms. Denise. I appreciate your support and I appreciate your honesty. You know, write down, look it up. If anything we say is not true,
coming back on,
you can come back and tell us. But you know, you gotta look at it too. Those people kept record. And see, that's the biggest thing right there. Those people kept record of them doing these things. So it ain't like somebody making this stuff up. You can go and actually look and see that these people put the work in. That's a saw right there, brother.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was on mute. Yeah, man.
No, you say, man, the saw saying, look, man, get off that thing.
And tell so I want her to Google Jesus of Atlanta and see what she come up with.
Jesus of Atlanta.
That is me, brother. I am Christ's return.
But you know, we act like Jesus was a special person, and he really not. If you look at how the ancient people would like to deify certain people in their community, That was a running thing, and if you go look at different civilizations, it's always somebody that's been deified as a god. Jesus was not no special character, like he was the only person that got deified. There's plenty of people that was real people, and they was big in a little community or whatever, and those people deified them and gave them godlike traits. A lot of them, oh, he was born from a virgin. They said Buddha was born from a virgin too. Imhotep.
Krishna, you got Krishna, who was born from a virgin. I mean,
but
all
I
these
don't think
major,
I don't think Krishna was based on a real person though, bro. Was he?
No, I don't know, but I mean, I think he's the equivalent to Jesus in that Hinduism.
He was born of a virgin, but I'm talking about people, real people that was deified, like Imhotep, Jesus, or Shango, people like that.
Yeah, fact. He got another name for you people for the Hebrew. You know, I had to get my little fold out because I got my little notes in there. He got another people. You want to talk about the Black Hebrew Israelites in the start? Look up Arnold Josiah Ford. Arnold Josiah Ford. He was a black rabbi in Harlem, in the Black Harlem Jewish community in 1877. He took those black people to Ethiopia. That's where he died at. So, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about origins, you know what I'm saying? We can't talk about the origins of that unless you talk about these people, because these people was the ones who basically started the movement in the Americas. So that's three names I gave y'all. William S. Crowley, Frank Cherry, and Arnold Ford. You look up them three names right there, and you can talk to any Hebrew Israelite, because you ask them, who are these guys, and they're not going to tell you they were the ones who started it. So those are just some names I gave you, so y'all can look up yourself, and y'all can tell me if I'm lying. And I'll tell you the biggest guy who really made it big was Yahweh ben Yahweh, when he went down to Miami and got put on them federal RICO charges. He got put on them federal RICO charges down there.
Yep.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? It's so many people. So when you talk about something, the origin of something, you know what I'm saying? You got to look into the history of it. Now, my thing, I know my brother Ogumbola, and I always talk about it. I know he practiced original African spirituality, straight from the motherland, from his ancestors, who it got passed down to. So when you say, hey, who was the origin? What the origin of that? He probably can't even tell you unless he go to the ancestor. So you know what I'm saying? Like all these ideologies came from men. So
I'm starting a new religion.
What's that, brother? What's that?
It's only women only.
That's called a cult.
No.
That's definitely a cult.
Okay, then Miss Bill say Arnold Ford died in 1935. That's what's up, sister. So now look up the time that he started. And like I said, all this stuff starts around the time of that Great Migration, when the blacks was leaving the South. All these ideologies, they're gonna be around that time. So you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't die in America, he died in Ethiopia. Arnold Ford died in Ethiopia. Now to look, somebody want to know what was the name you said.
Huh? Who, me?
I think you said a name. They want to know the name.
What name?
I don't know. STK.
When I was talking about real people being deified.
Yes.
Imhotep was a real person that was deified. Shango was a real person that was deified. Buddha. I forgot what was Buddha's real name. TK. He was a real person that was deified. I think it's like 3 Buddhas, and I can't think of any more, but it's plenty of people that they
You
was.
can't forget about that. What that Zorism stuff. One of their people was a real man, and they turned him into a in
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Zoroaster.
about him.
What is it called, brother?
Zoroaster. He brought duality to shit.
There you go.
Ain't that where the Hebrews got their hell story from? From the Persians, Zoroastrianism, or however you say it. Because originally the Jews didn't have no hell story, from my understanding,
I
and they
just
got
gonna say I don't even think it's a hell in the African traditions. If I'm not mistaken, Ogun, help me out. Is it a hell mentioned in the African spirituality system? Like, do you go get punished and Lord boom ba 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 wait for you to punish you?
Hell no.
So it wasn't even a hell in the African spirituality systems. So where did the hell come from?
I'm believing it come from the Zoroastrianism, if I'm not mistaken. That's where they got it from. And then you got to understand the Greeks, they had their version of the underworld.
Fact.
But it's not like hell the way we think about hell.
Yeah.
The Greek underworld, it's not like burning like a fire hell. But I'm pretty sure that the Hebrews got their concept from that hell story from the Persians, Zoroastrianism, if I ain't mistaken. But and it ain't even no devil in fucking in African spiritual systems. They don't have no concept of the devil. Like, that's foreign to them. And when the Europeans come in with their Christianization and stuff, they tried to impose that on those people and make their trickster deity as the devil. They try to say Ishu was the devil.
Wow.
And I think I read another one where I think it's like when a volcano erupts or whatever, the lava would flow in the bottom portion of a pyramid or something, and that's something that they use to torture different people that they got, I guess they went to war with or whatever, and the Romans or the Greeks or whoever picked up that saying as that was supposed to have been part of hell, as you burning in hell or something like that. So I read on that part about that's their hell also, or understanding of hell.
And see, like I said, these
don't forget Dante's Inferno, Dante's Paradise, Dante's Purgatory, Virgil.
Hold on, what the sister said? Hold on, the sister said, we was taught by people in the church that anything pertaining to African natural medicine was of the devil. But now I found out that natural medicine is way better than the big pharmaceutical companies who have to get a pill from one thing that takes from more pills. Sister, they get those pills from, guess what? Nature. Those medicines that you take are some form of or some form of herb or something that they use, and they just put some more stuff with it. Look it up. Look up the pills you take and see what they're putting in it. I guarantee it's going to come from some form of herb or something like that. What the sister said, Garvey and Ford worked together in Harlem in 1917. And you know why, Miss Bill? Garvey was a Christian. Garvey was a Christian, and he was preaching the Bible. That Jewish rabbi, what you talking about, he also was teaching the Bible. So that's why they was working together. So Garvey was a Christian now. Don't get it twisted. Let's see what this comment is. So say what, and then charge all this money for something we can't get for free. Yeah, but you just got to have knowledge of it. See, that's the thing about it. They know that you don't have the knowledge of these herbs and all these type of things. So it's easy to get over on you because you don't have that knowledge of the herbs and all this type of all this stuff. Makes sense about Marcus Garvey. Yeah, Marcus Garvey was a Christian.
I got see the reason why the knowledge of herbs and African healing practices has a big stigma against it is because the Africans was poisoning their asses with them herbs. That's what was really going on. So they had to put a stigmatism against using those type of things because they was getting poisoned left and right. They had to make a law in the 1700s saying if you teach a slave the art of poisoning, then you will be put to death.
So them slaves was poisoning the slave masters by the food they was cooking.
Yeah, and a lot of them, what they would do is they would poison them, but only poison them a little bit to make them sick, and then kill them, and they would have favor. The slave master would give them favor. You know what I'm saying? And then make their ass sick, and then give them the cure for it.
Wow. And that's amazing. It's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. So
yeah, because you remember I told you I sent y'all the article about the President Madison. His granddaddy got killed by poisoning from his Igbo slaves. And they said the Igbo slaves was real big on poisoning people, and they was real rebellious. That's why South Carolina didn't want Igbo slaves. A lot of the Igbo slaves went to Maryland and Virginia because South Carolina didn't want them. It's a place called Igbo Landing in South Carolina where the Igbo slaves jumped off the ship and drowned themselves because they didn't want to go into slavery. They was rebellious like this.
Hold on, Vic. Here go a question for you, Vic. She said, how do you feel about astral projection? Victor's failed. Hey, Victor's failed. How do you feel about astral projection, brother?
I mean, depending on your understanding and study of it, how can I put this here without sounding too pseudo?
Just say it how it come, brother. You know, whatever it come, it just come. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's like when you watch certain movies. What is it? What that shit with Wakanda when he went on the little ancestral plane or whatever. When he went and talked to his father and the rest of the ancestors on the other side. I mean, some people do it through what they call psychedelics now, and they go on these little astral missions or the other side or the other realm to see what's going on in the future, to see what went on in the past or how to better themselves. I know I saw one where a guy was using LSD. Then he introduced his son to LSD, and they was, dealing with different realms and going on different levels with it. So, I didn't have some dreams and I didn't experience some things. So, it's just all about your understanding of what it is and your deep steps getting yourself before you go to that level. You just don't jump into nothing like that when you read about it and you want to try. You got to get the more in-depth understanding of it as you can. Then you move on from there. I think that's about the safest way I can put it. But you can go and look up the little psychedelic drugs or whatever and see where it takes you. Because just like on that movie, they gave him a certain plant, and that plant took him to that next level.
Facts.
Don't panic. That's the best thing I can tell you. Don't panic. Yeah, that's right, big man.
Sister said, why are you laughing? No, he wasn't laughing at you, destined for greatness. He wasn't laughing at you. It's an inside thing. He wasn't laughing at you. Look at it. He got that big old smile on his face. She said, just give it to her, Vic. You know what I'm saying? Quit beating around the bush, brother. She said, give it to her. You know what I'm saying? My thing with this, right? My thing with that, go ahead, Ogun.
Now I'm finna say, when you get your crystal, man, when you get your Tanzanite, you should sleep with it on your pillow. You're upsiding. You charge it in the moon, then you sleep. You wash it down with the rainwater and your sage, and you put it on your pillow, and then that'll help you go to the next plane too. You know what I mean? Because we got different planes. I think it's three planes. What the master teacher Bobby Hemmett said. So once you go from the top, then you go to the middle, then you go to the bottom plane. But you gotta have your chakras charged up too. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, if you don't get that Hinduism shit out of here, only way you going to another fucking plane is if you high off them drugs. That's how them niggas is going to a different plane and astral projecting. They high off them drugs. Do not do drugs.
Yeah. Coked out. He said, what'd you say? Rain water.
Yeah, you gotta wash the crystals. You know what I'm saying? When it rains, you connect your rain water, then you wash your crystals down, and then when it's a super moon or a full moon, you gotta let your crystals sit outside, and you charge them. When you bring them back in, you get your sage, and you burn your sage, and you gotta do the
Hey, another book about the Hebrew Israelite movement. It's called, let me see, let me go into my notes. The chosen people, the rise of American Black Israelite religions by Jacob S. Dorman. That's a good book. If you want to go into some more Hebrew Israelite information on their start and the people who started and the people that had the dreams and all this, that's a good book to start with. Chosen People by Jacob S. Dorman. Niece, if I get that PDF, I'll see if I can send it to you. You know what I'm saying? But
you don't want to. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm breaking down the signs. My apologies.
Man, be quiet, man. Be quiet, man.
Bro, we should do a show. We're gonna have to do a show on how Hinduism got involved in the lives of Black folks in America. That'll be a dope show. Because the conscious community is full of Hinduism. And people don't understand Hinduism is just as racist, if not more racist, than the Jewish doctrine. Like, that shit is crazy.
I'm gonna tell them a secret that they don't know. Everybody always talk about Muhammad Gandhi, I'm sorry, but he didn't like Black people.
He did not.
He thought they should stay slaves. He believed in a caste system. And the darker you are, the dirtier you are. And if you don't believe it, look it up.
Yep.
And one of my ancestors looked up to him, Martin Luther King. But he was racist.
Yep.
He was racist. Look it up if y'all don't believe me.
Black ass.
But we can do a show on how Hinduism is within the Black conscious community. But Gandhi didn't care for no Black people, and a lot of those Hindus don't. A lot of those Hindus, them dark Hindus, they don't get no love.
No, those Dravidians, they was the original people of India, and then when those Indo-Europeans, they drove the Dravidians all the way to the southern part of India. That's why in the northern part of India, you see those lighter skinned Indians, and then in the more southern part you go, you will see the darker ones. It's like a divide.
Facts.
Hey, Ogun, is it casual, astral, and physical?
How Egypt was.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, Vic.
Is it casual, astral, and physical?
Those 3 planes.
Now those are 3: casual, astral, out from the universal self. Casual, astral, and physical.
Yep.
All right.
You really trying to float that? Let me find out.
He gonna be on them shrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, fail to he gonna
Man, look, if my teacher could have heard me, just couldn't even find that basic part I was taught a couple years ago, I'd be in some real deep shit right now.
But you know, man, it just the thing about it. We have only thing about us as a people, we have always adapted to whatever, and we made it ours. That's the thing about us, is that we are the people that just, you know, long suffering or whatever. Y'all don't know, but we always take something and adapt and make it ours. Everything you can talk about right now, we have made it ours in some form of fashion. We have made it cool.
Yeah, when you get into that Hinduism, how it got intertwined in the black communities and stuff, then you gonna have to delve into how that occultism, that white occultism got intertwined into the black communities and stuff, because they didn't do nothing but go over there and learn from them Indians, put their old crazy shit into it, and come back over here to America and taught black people that shit. And now we crazy as hell.
Aquarius L. Ray, he say, in my studies, I'm familiar with taking up herbs to access different realms. I understand. That brother TK should be able to understand that too, because I'm sure he visit a couple of realms a week. So you know what I'm saying? So I know, you know what I'm saying, that brother probably you know, visit a couple of realms himself.
I'm at Planet Risk right now.
Get off of risk, man. Stop. I'm so tired of y'all, man. I'm tired of y'all talking about risk, man.
Hey, bro.
Talk about another planet, man.
Yeah, defend risk, man. What's wrong with him?
Talk about another planet, man. What other planet you know where Negroes can survive 3 suns? Not 1, but 3. You know what I'm saying, brother? What other planet you know that brothers can turn into a non-etheric form, brother, of nothing but green smoke floating in the air, brother?
Yo.
What about your non-ethers, bro?
That's what I'm talking about. The non-ether, brother. The non-ether. Your hair is non-ether.
Your hair is your antennas.
Dude, what y'all talking about, man?
That you channeling your shit, bro.
What is Ogun doing, man? What is Ogun?
His antennas because he ain't got no more hair.
Oh, dang. Man, me neither, bro.
I'm finna go get my crystals. I'm gonna show y'all my crystals in a minute. Hold on.
Oh, hey, here we go. Show us your shrine, brother.
Yeah.
You want to show us something? Show me your shrine. I want to see your shrine. Show your shrine, brother.
Scared to
yeah. He don't hear now. He can't hear now.
Mm-hmm. Bro.
I want to see your shrine, bro.
It's raining.
Now, let me ask you this, sis. Yeah. Do you think voodoo is an appropriate spiritual let me see. Do you think voodoo is a appropriate spiritual what's the way I'm looking, base belief? If that
what you mean by say that question again?
Okay, let me ask you.
Just say it, brother. Don't be scared. Come on, just say it, brother. Ask the question.
Is an appropriate belief system for black people?
Is it the devil?
I don't recommend. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't recommend belief systems to people because I feel like your spirituality should be personalized to whatever you to you. So you might not connect to voodoo. You might connect to Apollo or Isheshe. You or you know, I like hoodoo over other stuff. I connect to hoodoo because that's a family tradition. So I don't recommend any kind of spiritual belief to anybody because I feel like it's personal and you got to adapt it to whatever connects to you. Because shit, you might not, your ancestors might not want you to practice voodoo. And they might work with a different set of spirits.
Is that
you
pseudo?
You get what I'm saying?
Is that pseudo? Is it pseudo, or you know what I'm saying? Is it something legitimate?
I mean, any kind of spiritual belief will be considered pseudo because only time they the super smart people consider stuff as not pseudo is if you can scientifically prove it's right. And a lot of stuff, when you because of different spiritual practices, you can't scientifically prove that it's right. It's built off of belief. So yeah, you could say it's pseudo, but that's your pseudo. Shit. Fuck that. I got my own pseudo. Everybody got their own pseudo. I just told mama I don't want somebody baby clothes because it got them spirits on them. I don't want that shit in my house. And somebody hear me say they be like, she did a pseudo and said, hell yeah. I don't want that shit.
Oh,
somebody trying to give me some baby clothes. I told them hell no.
The sister said, what do you think about the gateway process, TK?
You talking about Enoch?
I guess so, brother.
Not the CIA?
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, I ain't hear what you said.
Yeah, but I thought at one point I believed in all that shit. To Destined for Greatness. I thought that was like spiritually enlightening and I was going to get somewhere else. Oh, the CIA one. Okay, she's going in. I don't really have I don't know if I don't really have no kind of comment on that. I think the CIA can touch you, but just not on American soil.
I'm gonna say this right here.
I got a collection of FBI files, so if you got the CIA files, then I would suggest reading them and getting all the black stuff out of it.
I'm gonna say this right here. About that, I'm gonna say this right here. With any form of government, security, military program, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Let them be who they are. You stay out of terrorist groups and don't talk anti-American talk on web pages.
Yep.
That's the best thing I can tell you because I haven't seen nobody win against the CIA and live. I'm sorry, or the FBI. So you know what I'm saying? So you know that's the thing. Read about them, know how they operate, know what's considered what's treasonous, know what's considered patriotic, and stay within those guidelines because regardless of what you say you are, no matter how strong you think you are, I have not seen one person win against the government. I'm sorry. I have not seen not one person win against the FBI or the CIA. So just be careful with that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you don't become no anti-American person spitting rhetoric down with the government because that stuff can be and will be used against you in a court of law.
Quickly.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
TK, I got a question with you, man. For you, man.
I'm here.
What's the name of your business that you know the people need to know? Can you get them the website? Can you let them know where they can go to buy your fake stuff you sell?
Yeah, I swear to God, we go box. Yeah. You can go buy all my stolen art and products at artonly.store. Everything on there, I designed, I created it, and you can purchase it. I'm about to put the link in the chat.
Artonly.store.
Correct. I just dropped it in the chat. Plus, I'm an artist, I'm a creator. I create things.
Can I ask you something, brother? You know, would you be honest?
Yes.
Are all male artists bisexual?
Yo, no. Yeah. What are you doing, bro?
to get in touch with your creativity side, do you have to, be more, feminine than masculine?
I do not.
You know what I'm saying?
I do not. And you know, it's crazy though. I read a lot of women more than I read men artists. Like I mess with Bell Hooks. I don't know if anybody know about who she is, but she wrote this book called Visual Politics. That's like one of my favorite books when it comes to art. And then I always stay reading The New Negro. And then I just found this new site. Well, it's new to me. It's probably been around a couple of years. It's called Black Art in America. I follow them real heavy. And that's how I really move with the art and the stuff we talk about in history. And I just create. Thank you, though, for asking.
That's what's up, bro. I just wanted to know because, I just thought that all, artists come from Paris and they have, they be in touch with their feminine side.
No.
And that's how they get to, be so artistic because they, their femininity take over.
Yeah, my softer side of Sears comes out.
Go ahead, Ogumbola.
No, go ahead.
Let me ask you this, brother. Let me ask you this. Ogumbola, the question I got for you, man.
I'm swinging on you.
And venerating your ancestors or ancestor worship, would you consider that a pseudo practice or would you consider that a natural spiritual practice? Unmute your mic.
You muted, bro.
You muted.
Oh, my apologies.
Swing your finger back at the camera again, though, too.
Yeah, man. That was like OG style right there, man. You remind me of Rick Ross, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, would you consider that a pseudo practice or would you consider that a more natural spirituality system?
I would call it a culture practice.
Okay, culture. Would it be considered pseudo?
No. If it's your culture, how could it be pseudo?
Exactly.
That's a good answer right there, bro.
That was hot.
Man, that was about the deepest thing you said all night, man. Oh, brother. Your ancestor gave you that answer. You didn't think of that. Okay. You need to thank whoever gave you that answer right there, brother.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's out of his mind. Yeah.
I got a question. Let me see. I don't know if
Let me ask Vic something.
Go ahead, brother. Vic, you there?
Yeah.
Hey, so it came to my attention that you was heavy in politics. Could you go into that about like how you got involved and what made you want to do it and what you actually did? Do you mind? I know it could be a lot.
For like 10 years, I sat back and watched how when we had white mayors in, and I felt like the city was we were going more towards like a majority black population. So when it's election time coming up, you'll see the white mayor come to the black side of town and buy a piece of fruit or standing outside of one of the communities as if, he's been doing something. But when it came down to crime and other different things going on in those communities, he was quiet. Unless it was a police involved shooting or some economically that he brought, which was not much to a certain part of the area. That's the only time you saw him. So, they never had a real concern for doing anything for the blacks in Montgomery, to me, for a particular group of blacks in Montgomery. Now, if you had money and stayed on a certain side of town, you was good because you were mixed and mingled in with probably the so-called Republican side of town. So I just got tired of seeing them playing those games on the minds of the people. Now, I was more into nationality, and I was getting the paperwork ready, and I was like, well, it was too much of the vote don't matter, don't count. Where I don't vote, it don't matter, yada, yada. And I saw where the voting locally around here actually did matter. And I think the time was like, it was perfect time. I would say perfect time because I wasn't even going to get in it. My issue was crime. Nothing was being done in the city about crime to me. It wasn't a major issue. It was everything was focused on economics, and education was a good talking point for some. But when one of my childhood friends got killed, man, and I think like a month later, I just jumped off into it because it's like something tragic had to happen for me to get in it. But I had been thinking about it for 10 years. So my thing I brought in was, and what a lot of them, I think damn near all of the other candidates copied, with the exception of maybe two, was youth development. So I used youth development and decreasing in public safety as two of the same. So I brought in a lot of attention as to people want to blame the youth for this and blame them for that, and they want to talk down on them so much, but a lot of programs that we had for the youth was taken away, like the community center. So I started seeing where you close down community centers, but you get these appointed positions with positions that we really don't need down at City Hall, paying these people $100,000 a year salary. So, 1 + 1 = 2 to me. So to me, okay, you taking the money away from these places that our kids used to go to, or where I used to go to, different things that kept us out of trouble and different programs that was in there that we used to stay out of trouble. You took that away to keep people from running against you so you can stay in office for financial gain. So my thing was to bring about change in the outlook on how they did the youth, or how the attention that was taken away and how they neglected the youth. And then you want to turn around and ask why they doing what they doing when you just pretty much drain the system or drain the money that was going to those places that those kids needed. And I think I know I brought about a lot of attention to youth development programs because a lot of them used it as a talking point, which pissed me off. And now, you put a little heat up on the mayor we have now. He's so political. Now they want to address crime. We almost 20 murders over what we were last year. And now he want to bring up the fact about youth development programs. So he did a press conference finally and was using some of the stuff that I said. So, it's just about, if you ain't got no money for real, and you can just go back and look up how much does it take for you to run as mayor in your city. Be honest with yourself about how much you can make or how much you can raise to actually be in a position to run, and go for it from there. Like my thing was, I didn't care about the money. I wanted to get the message out. I probably had the best message, but I had damn near the least money when it came to having the best message out of the 12. So if you're gonna do it, man, try to start like a year in advance. You got to throw some fish fries, barbecue, sell some stuff. Call some people that know some magic to make that shit go on. I mean, do what you got to do, brother. But it's a fun experience. Don't let them trip you up. They're going to try to bring up the budget. That's how they figure out if you know what you're talking about or not. When they bring up the budget issue, can you manage a budget? I mean, if you can pay bills in your damn house, you can manage a budget. So it's just little stuff like that.
No, that's dope. Thank you for answering that. And so, do you plan to run again?
That's the question at hand now. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. When I think about the politics of it, it's an ugly world. And I think, behind the scenes, it may be some people don't like the message that I'm bringing, and they may not like the people that I'm awakening. So my message was to the entire city, because when you're talking about crime, that includes everybody in the city. But I had brothers, that had been to prison and didn't even think about voting. And they was calling me and was like, man, I didn't even know if I had my rights back, but because you're running, I'm gonna go ahead and check and see. Or they did look into it and they already had their rights. So you know, that part of it make me want to run again. If I can inspire people with me working in a prison and having guys that's been locked up and knowing me and been in the system and still supporting me, that makes me want to run again. But it's like the ugly part of thinking I'm gonna be a puppet and kiss ass and all that, man. I can't rock like that.
Now, let me ask you concerning politics and that part of it and kissing ass. What if it was just a different perspective? Maybe it's negotiating instead of kissing ass.
I can see that too, and I think because of my style and maybe my size and the lack of smiles that I give, they can look at that as being too intimidating and think that maybe by hearing me talk sometime, like I don't have an understanding of it ain't gonna go my way, it's gonna be my way or no way. I don't view it like that. I can understand to where if I need these programs over here, that doesn't mean I'm gonna neglect this part of the city. Or if I'm talking about addressing crime over here, that doesn't mean I'm gonna neglect this other side of the city. I just know right now we have damn near 60 murders, and I know where the murders are taking place and what side is not taking place. I know where the high crime areas are, and I know what they're not. So I'd be a fool to say move all the police over here, then they start doing backdoor and do crimes where they don't so see the police. So it's just different strategies, man. But I will. You have to be. You can't say you're intelligent and don't want to sit at the table and negotiate. You know, you'll be a damn fool not to be. I mean, not to.
Yeah, and I'm saying with the most recent run, even though you lost on. Oh wait, before I even move forward, rest in peace to your folks. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
I'm saying rest in peace to your folks that had passed away that made you want to run.
Okay, appreciate it.
I apologize. I didn't hear his name. And so now, with everything in mind and everything that you went through, how did it affect your family?
Oh, that's that's a different part because it's like you putting your family into a different area of being noticed. And from my understanding, like the mayor here, with him being in the runoff and in the first black thing, and it's still Montgomery, Alabama. You know, we changed and came a long way, but from my understanding, you know, he was getting death threats.
Mm-hmm.
But with me, I was told, like outside of certain forums, were like, well, baby, we understand what you're saying, but please be careful. Please be careful with what you're saying, the message you're trying to give. But it was more so I'm comfortable with whatever outcome, but it's like my family is like, what do they do if someone ain't liking what I'm saying and feel like I'm a problem and you know, and we understand how history go without great leaders. But my thing was I was comfortable. It's just the fact that you try to make sure you cover what you need covered to make sure you know that your family is protected, but at the same time, it makes you think about, well, will they fuck with my family if they can't get to me? But it just depends on how strong your message is, what's the population of black to white in your area, and if you come in with a message of awakening a group of people that they don't want awakened, then you know that's the problem that you know that you're gonna have to face and deal with. Are you ready for that? And are you ready to put your family into that situation to where everyone in the city is going to know who your wife and who your kids are? And it went so deep, man. They was telling me was like, even when you throw away your garbage, be careful of what you put in your trash can because people are so crazy. When they try to find something on you, they'll even go and dig through your trash, man, to try to find something. So it's just crazy shit like that too.
Wow. Well, based on what you said, I hope you run again. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like you could get closer this time and possibly really win. I mean, now that you got some more experience, I just, take time to think about it. I know it's a big decision, but I hope you get more information, like, just what's going on and the movements that's going on around your city, concerning that there's 60 bodies already. You know what I mean? Like, just keep bringing that up.
Oh yeah, no doubt I will. And for the population that we have, that's a little too much. We may have 200,000, but the problems that other big cities have, especially with certain type of drugs, that hasn't hit heavy yet. So we got a problem now with 60 murders, and hopefully it doesn't go up. But hell, the way is, once it get hot, and we got a few more days left for this year out, man. And the timing that it took to address it is awful. But again, like if I do run again, man, you know, to me, I move out spirit. With the spirit in the universe moving and say go, I'll go. If not, there's something else in the future for me to do something else and be like, if I can have a bigger impact on saving more people and getting them better informed, and if that doesn't involve politics, then so be it. But if I have to go the political route again, then you know, I'm in contact with some people on the state level now, and I get a lot of information here and there. So you know, I'm learning, man. It's a good thing to do. So if you're thinking about doing it, go ahead. If your message is strong, and there's gonna be people behind the scenes watching you too. So a lot of people that maybe hear your message, but they already committed to this other candidate, but they'll still come back on the back end, and man, you'll be amazed at the information that you will get politically that's going on within your city, man, and your state.
So I hope people listening. This is somebody who got experience in the politics game, telling you what went on, how he got moved into it, steps he took, and how to keep moving forward with it. Just things that I just wanted to know about. I'm nosy like that. So thank you very much for that.
No problem. Glad you asked.
Yep.
That's what's up, man. Well, I just want to say I appreciate all y'all for coming tonight. I know everybody has something they can do. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate my brother TK, my brother Vic, the queen of the group, Netta Ogumbola. I appreciate all y'all minds. Once again, this is the BlackbRound table. Hold on, what the sister say? Sister say, hey, to Lee, we'll join the next live. When I catch you, got to do some schoolwork. Awesome Brown table discussion. Thank you, sister. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Love you, niece. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Keep striving for greatness. But just want to tell everybody, thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight. I appreciate it. I thought we had some great discussions tonight. You know what I'm saying? And all this started off of pagan holiday worship. But you know what I'm saying? I thank everybody for showing up, showing some knowledge on their respective subjects. And I appreciate everybody. Once again, this is the BlackbRound table, League of Shadows research team. Thank you. If you like the show, like it, tell your friends about it, you know, share it if you want. You know, I got no problem with it. You know, we're gonna keep on moving. Next week we're gonna come back and we're gonna come on with some more stuff. Next week we're gonna talk about how Hinduism get into the black culture. You know what I'm saying? That should be very interesting. Until then, I will say peace.